Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Purbeck Valley. We're heading straight down the shop in our little styer this morning because we got a little bit of money back in the bank, and there's a couple of things in the shop that we are absolutely going to need in the near future. So yeah, no sooner have we got money in the bank than we're already spending it, but this is going to be really useful to us. So let's pop into here and see what's in the sales. And the first thing up is something we talked about last time. It's a 14-ton trailer. It's going for 5,743. So this is a really good price for a really little trailer. It is bright orange, and because it's secondhand, we can't change the color of it. But I can alter the body slightly. So the only change I'm allowing really for that is to add extensions. So we're going to add extensions to the top, increase it to 12,000 liters, so it's a little bit bigger, and we're going to change the tires on it as well and put a couple of Michelin ones on it without any extra cost to it, which is pretty important to us. 7,243 in total, not really changing anything else. And we need to add somebody on to the number plate as well. So let's select somebody at random. And that person is GamingFFC. Congratulations, you have been selected from the patrons and channel members. So I'm going to go with GM19FFC, which I think fits your name really, really well. So okay to that, and with everything selected on our trailer, we are going to buy that, and this will allow us to transport our sunflowers for sale now, which is absolutely perfect. And to go along with that, this has appeared in the shop. This is a Brestle and Lade Shovel L67 for 3,677. Now, the only change I think I could make to this is to add the side bits on. I think those bolt on. They bolt on? I think they do. It's not going to add a huge amount. Yeah, they are bits that bolt on to the side there. I don't think they're going to add a huge amount, and especially for the price, it's going to add 375. So we're going to go with the basic setup here. You can see it's been well used, this shovel. 1,900 liters every time, front loader attacher, fantastic. The one thing I think it is going to have that we're not going to be able to use at the moment, this is a high tip shovel. We don't have hydraulics on our front loader, so we're not going to be able to use that at the moment. But I am holding out hope that we might eventually get a front loader that we can use on our tractor that we could use with hydraulics. So we're going to buy that as well for 3,677, and we're all done. So yeah, these are our new additions to the farm. This little dump trailer, this should be perfect. Our fields are not huge. Our combine is not going to produce an awful lot of crop each time, so that should work fairly well. And yeah, this little shovel should do us fine. It's not a very big shovel, but it will do us for now, and it should save us some money hiring something that we'll eventually have to empty out our sunflowers with. So there we go, shovel on the front and trailer on the back. I think these will both be very useful. We are down to 8,533, but importantly, we now have everything we need to sell all our products from the farm. So with that, we're now pretty well set up to go forward. So I'm going to park this up in the shed. Maybe we can get in this shed here, I think, and just out the way. That should work fairly well for us. Actually, we can get in this shed here. That'll be more accessible. So we'll stick this in the shed here. If I can get myself in position. Trying not to clip into the buildings so that we can still clearly see what's going on. And yeah, I think that's a great little trailer. We're not going to have a very big combine when we do. I think the class combine we had about a 10,000 litre capacity. So that should work fairly well. And we'll leave the bucket up here as well. I think we'll put this in this shed here, out the way. We've got to find somewhere, I think, to store all of our seeds and everything. And of course, that's the next thing we're going to have coming up in the next couple of months. Come March, we're going to have to sell off the sunflowers and start looking at replanting our fields. And I don't know, actually, our fields might require plowing, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to take the stire back over to the cows because we're going to need this in a minute to create silage bales. But first, we'll grab the Valtra and start collecting up the grass bales, ready to get them wrapped. Our Valtra is beginning to show its levels of damage. I had a problem starting it just then, and that was not good. We need to get it down to the shop, get it inspected, or maybe we need to get the inspection pallet back to the farm, actually. That might be a better thing for us. But it is definitely in need of some work. I fully expect it to conk out on us at some point, and very, very likely might do it while we're driving around here. In fact, I think it did. Yeah, it did while I was doing the mowing in November. So yeah, we are definitely in for a bit of a shock here with it. And I think it's going to cost a fair amount of money to get fixed as well. I need it to cart, though, come March, when we're expecting the sunflowers to hit top price. Although the sunflowers might hit top price next month. That is very possible. One more bale off here. I think we have 3 more that we'll have to come back for. So let's fold that up. And we'll go and drop these. Oh, there it goes. Stalling on me in the middle of the field. That's not good. Yeah, we've got 7 damages at the moment, but I bet it's higher than that. In fact, let's switch to the tractor. Yeah, the tractor is not in good condition at all. This tractor stalled on me again on the way over here. I think what we'll do is we'll come into here. We'll get these dropped off. And then we'll go and switch this tractor for the class. Class is a bit big for doing this job, but with this tractor out of the way and not really able to be used, I think we need to look at doing that. So we'll just drop these bales off here. We'll then drop this trailer off, and then we can go and get, well, we'll go and get this inspected. Then we can go and get the class to complete this job. And then once an hour has passed, we can go back and see exactly how much it's going to cost us to fix this. Thankfully, we've not got to lay out any money in the near future, especially not before we go and get the sunflowers sold. So we should be able to get this tractor repaired and back to full working order without too much problem. This tractor is really not a happy camper. We need to get it round and over here, right by this. We'll turn it off and we'll get it inspected. So start inspection. It'll be finished by 11:30. So yeah, that is good. And we'll go and grab the class. Thankfully, I repaired this tractor a couple of months ago, and so it is in full working order. It's a little bit high powered for this job, but this is the beauty of having 3 tractors on the farm, if we do need one to take up the slack, we should be okay. We've got to go and get 3 more bales off field 67, and then we'll start collecting them up off 68. I've grabbed the 3 bales from the other field. We've got a lot of bales on here. This is going to make a really good snake once we get all of these wrapped up. We should be in a position where we've got more than enough silage bales. In fact, I think we're probably going to want to try and sell a few once we have got them wrapped. I think if we get some onto a single load like this, just put them onto the actual loader, we should be able to get a little bit of extra money in the next couple of months, which is great news. We've got to make sure that we keep enough back to do our cows and get them fed. And we also know that come the springtime, maybe sort of April, May time, we really want to get a cut of hay done, because we need to get some hay bales in order to match a lot of this silage. I'm also hoping that once we've sold the sunflowers, we'll get enough money from those to be able to get the solar panels in. Getting the solar panels in is going to be a real priority in the new year, simply because those will give us a monthly income, and we could really do with that. That is slightly too far back. We'll drop those there. Make sure we're going forwards. Put that back down. Right, and we'll go and grab the next lot. I think we've probably got a couple more loads to get off this field. First, though, it's just gone 11:30, and our Valtra should have finished its inspection. Yep, another 8 damages. Wow, that's 15 in total. That is not great. Oh, no, it only has 8, so I only found 1 more damage. Oh, that is actually much better than I thought. I misread that then. So, we can get 8 damages done. So, this is going to be completed. Let's see how many days this is going to take. So, 1 damage. 4 damages would do it today. 5 damages would do it today. 6 damages will be first thing in the morning. 7 will be at 9:35 in the morning. And then 12:30 to get all 8 damages done. So midway through the 2nd day of January, which will be fine. We'll be able to get the tractor back and done before we need it in March, which is brilliant. So to repair these damages is 3,832. Let's get this repaired. Yes, and our tractor now cannot be moved from here until the middle of tomorrow. But that's fine. We can continue on with the class. And that's another 8 bales off the field. I think we've just got the 4 left after this. So that's 3 full stacks of bales, plus another half stack of bales. That is not bad. I'm quite happy with that. Bringing the last 4 bales in now, and we'll just stick them at the back of the stack over here. I think we're going to end up just sort of taking these stacks down a level anyway. There's quite a few to fit on here. I wonder if we're actually going to end up with a couple of snakes off this. That would be really good. That would actually be fantastic. And if we could do like 1 set of silage bales a year, 1 set of hay bales a year, maybe in the summertime when it's nice and warm, and then another stack of silage bales to finish off the year, we'll be able to sell some silage. We'll be able to feed the cows fairly easily, I think, and we'll be able to make a decent amount of money. Wait, not too far. We were lucky not to send the entire stack flying then. Let's put that down and just check that is the case and we haven't caused a massive pile of bales. Doesn't matter so much because we are going to be taking them down, but I am a little bit concerned. No, they are still standing. Fantastic. Right, let's get the Steyr, and I have a feeling the damages on this are not great. Yeah, we got 3 damages. Okay, so it's not too bad. It's not like we had with the Valtra, where there was a huge pile of damages on the tractor. No, here it is fairly good. I do need, when I get a bit more money in, to level that out. That at the moment is a big problem. And here comes the January snow. Not an issue, because we are just picking bales off this pile. Oh, that's quite a weight of bales. But I'm just going to bring them down a level like this. Pop them there. And then with the edge of this, in fact, we'll take it on the left-hand fork. Grab that bale there. And that means we can start getting them into our actual wrapper. And we'll just drop them in. And we should get a nice wrap out of it. Slightly worried about access to the other set, but that should be okay. In fact, we could go and sell those today. Right, let's start this up. Looking good. And then up and over, drop it in, and away it goes. I think I've got enough space down the side there to get those out. We should be all right. single bale. Just gonna grab this, stick it in here, and then we will finish up the wrap. Pretty happy with that. It has taken us most of the afternoon to get it done, but I think it's been worth it. We have quite a bit of silage here we're going to be able to sell in the near future. I think we're not going to need most of this. I think most of this is going to be able to be unwrapped and sold. We've got a little bit of a gap there, so that marks those. Let's get into here, and we want to unload the bales, so R for that, and finished up. Oh, if we just put one less bale into the previous row, those would have been even, but I couldn't risk it. It was one of those things that really I couldn't afford to get wrong, so I erred on the side of caution. And yeah, we've got it done. Right, just need to get this back in the shed and out the way, and we won't be touching it for a while. I think in the springtime we probably want to do some hay bales. We've only got 5 of those left. Should be enough to get the cow sorted for now, but come the new year, I think we are, or actually it is the new year, come the springtime, I think we're gonna want to have more bales for that. In fact, what is the feed level of our cows? So yeah, our cows are pretty good at the moment. We don't have access to any silage at the moment because all of this is currently fermenting. Yeah, it's all grass. We do have, of course, these silage bales at the end, but we can't get at them at the moment. They will be fine for now. We'll just leave them there. So by the time these are fermented, I think our cows are gonna want feeding. So we'll do that. Let's put the bale stacker in the shed over here as well. And then we'll head back to the yard. And I think we might have one final look at the shop today. See where that is. Otherwise, we're going to be keeping a close eye on the price of the sunflowers and seeing where they are. I think if they look like they're peaking in February, we may have just a small interlude there and go from there. But let's just back this up and put this away in the shed. Yeah, quite happy with that. That's worked nicely. So we'll do that. And I want to get, you know what we could really do with a little shed for the styer down here, because the styer gets used a lot around here and doesn't really come back to the main yard much. But I have a feeling we're going to be using the styer in the yard in the very near future. I've moved on to the 2nd day of January, and in just over an hour the Valtra is going to be ready. So what I'm going to do is bring this in here, and we're going to get the styer inspected. It's only got 3 issues at the moment, so we'll start the inspection, and that'll be ready just before the Valtra is fixed. Just gone 12:34, so the Valtra should be ready now. Let's jump in. And yeah, we got no damages on it. It doesn't require an inspection for 12 months. And we can get it into reverse. Back it out of here. There we go. Away from there. And I want to get the styer into a position where things work a bit better. We'll see how many extra damages there are on that now. And that has 1 extra damage, so we've got 4 in total. In fact, that might just mean that this tractor is able to be repaired down here, and we can return it next time. So let's reverse it out the way. Let's bring it over here, and we'll just back it into this workshop a little bit. And that should work fairly well for us. I think positioning this in a similar sort of workshop back at the farm will work really well. So we'll turn it off. We'll get it we'll get it repaired. So this will be ready at the end of the day. So that is absolutely fantastic. £11,135. Yes, there we go. And while we wait, we'll check out the price of the sunflowers. Looks like the price is going up. 1,254 at Gateway Park is the best price at the moment. 1,452 is what we're looking for. So you can see it is very much on the rise. It's going to have to jump a lot, though, in February in order to do it. But we'll see what happens. We'll keep a close eye on it, and we'll either start in March next time, or we'll start at some point in February to get those loaded up. Just gone 6:30. The sun has very much set, but this should be ready now. Yeah, there we go. Maintenance is complete, and the total number of damages is now 0. So fantastic. We can get this started up, and we'll take it back to the farm. That should work very nicely for us. We will check throughout February as to whether if we actually have to sell the sunflowers next month or whether we can wait till March. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.